Today, a UNF student scare with Ebola, garbage on the green, and surprise, surprise, another marijuana bust. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Tedlyn Locke, and you're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. With a confirmed case of Ebola in New York City, a UNF student got a close-up look at the aftermath of the diagnosis. According to a New York Times article, Craig Spencer tested positive for Ebola. Spencer is a physician who treated Ebola patients in Guinea. Annie Black, a communications senior here at UNF, has seen the New York City Ebola scare firsthand. She was actually in New York at the annual College Music Journal conference. According to the New York Times timeline, Spencer rode the Brooklyn L-bound train on October 22nd, which happened to be the same train Black rode. UNF contacted Black to advise her that she can go to the nearest health department where she can be tested for Ebola if she wants to. When the Spinnaker contacted Black, she didn't seem to worry.
I haven't been in any contact with anyone here. Nonetheless, the one person that has Ebola, anything other than casual contacts.
Black said that she didn't see it as necessary to get tested because she had no symptoms. However, Black said she will continue to measure her temperature as a precaution. Garbage on the Green took place on October 22nd during the annual waste examination at the Osprey Plaza. Garbage on the Green is the public trash audit of garbage cans on UNF's campus. It was the fourth program organized by the Environmental Center in this year's Campus Sustainability Week. The event was open to all students looking to volunteer or just watch. Not only did students gather to see the waste auditing, but there were vendor and exhibition stands as well. Vendors ranged from knitting ospreys to the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. An officer recently smelled marijuana after conducting a traffic stop. This occurred on Kernan Boulevard. According to UPD, the driver gave the permission to search the car after informing him there was a pipe inside. The officer found the pipe and 1.8 grams of marijuana. The driver is not a UNF student and has been arrested for marijuana in the past. She was issued a notice to appear. Looks like we're going to be having some warm weather today, so here's Heidi Andrada with more on your weather.
Good morning, Ospreys, and happy Tuesday. I'm Heidi Andrada with your Spinnaker weather update. This Tuesday is looking sunny, and now let's all enjoy the Florida fall weather. As you can see, it is sunny and bright outside. There may be some patchy dense fog, but it should lift by 10 a.m. Right now it is 64 degrees, otherwise the high today will be near 85. There's light variable east winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then later on tonight, the low should be around 64. It will be mostly clear with southeast winds at 6 to 9 miles per hour. Now for our waves, surfline.com says that there'll be easterly light swells at 1 to 2 feet, which is about knee to thigh high. All right, now that's it for your weather update. Now let's take a peek at what's coming up in your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Heidi. Now let's see what's happening in the sports world with Christian Rouet.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Christian Rouet with your Spinnaker Sports Report. We begin with the River City Rumble doubleheader Friday night. In front of an electrifying crowd of just over 1,000, UNF volleyball overpowered crosstown rival Jacksonville 3-0 Friday night at UNF Arena. The Ospreys made 49 kills and 65 digs, and here's one of those kills by number 12, Morgan Van Alstyne. UNF is back in action next weekend at USC Upstate on Friday, match time at 6 p.m. After the volleyball match, the women's soccer team faced JU. In their final regular season matchup, UNF lost 3-0 Friday night in front of a record crowd of over 1,600 at Hodges Stadium. Here's a look at one of JU's goals as JU's number 16, Akindeju, finishes from just inside the 6-yard box. The Ospreys finished 4th in ASUN standings and will host Northern Kentucky next weekend in the first round of the ASUN tournament. And finally, the men's soccer team played to a 2-2 draw at Florida Gulf Coast Friday night. The Ospreys recorded their first tie of the season, moving to 5 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie, and 2-2-1 in the Atlantic Sun. They needed a win to clinch their second straight postseason berth, but will now need at least a point in the final 2 contests to reach the playoffs. The Ospreys will have over a week to prepare for conference foe Mercer. Well, that's it for sports today. Now let's toss it back to Tetlin at the desk.
Thanks, Christian. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Heidi Andrade and Christian Ruay, I'm Tetlin Locke. Have a great day, UNF.